contemporary radio station in and events that make news in the global village.
Good evening. This is the 5FM Radio Maine News. The headlines. Vice President assures that Bill number 7 of 2025 will not be withdrawn. Ndola Cancer Treatment Center nears completion. And South Africa's Police Intelligence Chief arrested over fraud allegations. This bulletin is live on our Facebook, 5FM Radio Zambia, and YouTube, 5FM Radio Zambia. On behalf of With the details, my name is Lance Sannie, Banda. Vice President Mtalina Lumango firmly states that Bill number 7 of 2025 will not be withdrawn. Speaking during the Vice President's question time in Parliament, Ms. Nalumango responded to concerns raised by Nkana Member of Parliament Bino Mpundu regarding the legislative process. Mr. Mpundu questioned whether the deferral of Bill number 7 of 2025 might follow the same path as the previously deferred cyber laws, which were eventually reintroduced and passed. He further called for the withdrawal of Bill number 7. However, Mrs. Nalu was intended solely to allow for broader national consultation and stakeholder engagement and not to abandon the newly enacted Cybercrimes and Cybersecurity Act is contributing to restoring order digital space. Mrs. Nalumango also reaffirmed the government's position that the Cybercrimes and Cybersecurity Act has already begun yielding positive results by curbing online abuse, misinformation, and criminal activity, ultimately fostering a safer digital environment for all Zambians.
So, in as much as you may have certain points that you may not be happy with, cyber crime law is helping to bring sanity for you, for your children, for me, for my grandchildren. And I go now, therefore, to say, thank you for commending the president for your question is that we should withdraw completely. No, we are deferring. And as clear as that, for more consultations.
In the meantime, Alliance for Accountability Advocates Zambia AAZ commends President Hakainde Hichilema for putting citizens first by deferring Bill number 7 of 2025 in favor of broader national consultations. AAZ Executive Director Luchembe Chilufya says the decision is a significant and commendable that reflects leadership which listens and responds to the voices of the people. At a time when concerns were mounting around rushed constitutional amendments, this step affirms the importance of inclusive, participatory governance and offers Zambia a renewed opportunity to get the reform process right. Mr. Chilufya says, in collaboration with other civil society organizations, has consistently called for a more transparent, citizen-led constitutional reform process. He added that concerns were public raised about the proposed piecemeal amendments since March 2025, arguing that driven by political timelines but by the broad aspirations of the Zambian people. The Ministry of Health has announced significant progress in the construction of the Ndola Cancer Treatment Center, revealing that 70% of the work has already been completed. This marks a major milestone in the country's efforts to expand access to specialized healthcare services. In a statement, Principal Public Relations Officer Georgia Chimombo, says once completed, the Ndola Cancer Treatment Center will be the second national facility of its kind, complementing the Cancer Diseases Hospital in Lusaka. She says it will bring life-saving services closer to the communities that need them the most, including early detection, diagnostics, radiotherapy, chemotherapy, and palliative care. Ms. Chimombo says no longer will a cancer diagnosis mean the burden of relocation or the heartbreak of delayed treatment. She says beyond the medical services, the center will create employment, attract skilled specialists, and drive investments into the local health sector, creating a ripple effect of empowerment through the region. The Ministry of Small and Medium Enterprise Development has emphasized that micro, small, and medium enterprises continue to be the backbone of Zambia's 7% of all registered businesses, contributing approximately 70% to the national GDP and providing employment for 88% of the workforce across various sectors. Speaking during the commemoration of the International United Nations Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Day, held under the theme Business for MSMEs, connecting the entrepreneurs, supporting MSMEs not only as economic entities but also as catalysts for inclusive growth, innovation, and national development. Mr. Mubanga says this year's theme highlights the importance of MSMEs actively engaging in collaboration and building networks that strengthen business performance, resilience, and innovation. Government remains committed to creating an enabling environment for MSMEs through sound policy frameworks, skills development initiatives, enhanced access to financing, and strategic partnerships. The annual MSMEs Day, observed globally on June 27, serves to recognize the significant contributions of small businesses to economic development and to advocate for their ongoing support and empowerment. And in other news, training. United Party for National Development UPND candidate Lufeyo Ngoma has been officially declared the duly elected Member of Parliament for Lumesi constituency following Thursday's parliamentary by-election. The Ministry of Mines and Minerals Development has confirmed that the high-resolution nationwide area geophysical survey remains on track for completion by mid-2026. Up next, the business news.
5FM Radio Business News. We mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
EcoBank has unveiled an Elevate 2.0, a transformative and inclusive platform aimed at offering women entrepreneurs a wide access to financial opportunities, literacy, and advisory services, among others. The platform is an upgrade of the first program, which saw over 883 women-led businesses coming on board, with more than 3 million United States dollars in financing and $5.6 million in deposits. Officiating at the launch, Ministry of Small and Medium Enterprises Permanent Secretary Subeta Mitelo challenged young women to consider venturing into enterprise development, as doing so will encourage them become fearless about their destiny. Ms. Matelo therefore underscored the importance of the Elevate 2.0, saying the program is creating a platform for developing business acumen in women. In the meantime, the permanent secretary reaffirmed ministry's efforts to remove systematic, structural, and social barriers that have historically hindered women-owned businesses. Speaking at the same event, EcoBank Managing Director Aina Moore said the new Elevate is inclusive and more empowering. She added that the program has underscored has unsecured loans of up to 50,000 United States dollars, making access to finance easier than before.
We're thrilled that Zambia is one of the 9 countries launching starting with a 2.0 launch of Elevate. And we are so proud that today our women in Zambia will have access, more understanding, of course, first, and access to this innovative and very, very, very productive and useful product. It is a prestigious opportunity, and you can tell we are very, very proud. It confirms our enthusiasm and our resolve to make sure the women of Zambia access finance.
Ends the business news.
5FM Radio Business News. We mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
And in news from across our borders, South Africa's Criminal Intelligence Chief, Lieutenant General Dumisani Khumalo, has been arrested and has appeared in court on allegations of fraud and corruption. General Khumalo was picked up on Thursday evening after landing at the Maine International Airport in Johannesburg by members of Anti-Corruption Unit, local media reported. He made his court appearance on the capital Pretoria on Friday alongside 6 co-workers, all senior police officers. Their lawyers said they intended to plead not guilty to any charges laid against them. And in sports news, the year ahead of the Total Energies CAF Women's Africa Cup of Nations WAFCON Morocco 2024 to be played in 2025, which kicks off in 8 days. Recently turned to the goalkeepers, where goalkeeper coach Simon Kangwa put Ngamo Msole, Mwila Mufunte, and Catherine Musonda through their paces in high-intensity drills, Lanoria Club. Meanwhile, outfield players continued tactical sessions with coach Nora Hopto and the rest of the technical team ahead of the next Saturday's Group A opener against the Atlas Lionesses Olympic Stadium. The Copper Queens will follow their Morocco opener with 2 more Group A matches against Senegal on 9 July at El Baki Stadium in Mohamedia and DR Congo at the same venue on 12 July. And now the weather.
Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ Roofing, plot 17100 off Katanga Road, 100 meters from Mumbwa Road, Chinika Industrial Area, Lusaka. Class Econ Roofing. Class plus economy. Class Econ. Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ.
Southern and western provinces with clear skies, windy at times and mild to cool. Northwestern, Copperbelt, Luapula, Northern, Muchinga, Eastern, Central and Lusaka provinces are mainly clear and windy at times with mild to cool. Ends our weather report, and that item brings us to the end of the news. But before we go, a recap of the stories that made headlines. Vice President Mtale Nalumango firmly states that Bill number 7 of 2025 will not be withdrawn. The Ministry of Health has announced significant progress in the construction of the Ndola Cancer Treatment Center, revealing that 70% of the work has already been completed. This marks a major milestone in the country's efforts to expand access to special healthcare services. And finally, South Africa's Criminal Intelligence Lieutenant General Dumisani Khumalo has been arrested and has appeared in court on allegations of fraud and corruption. For more news, follow us on Facebook, 5FM Radio Zambia, and YouTube, 5FM Radio Zambia. On behalf of the entire news crew department, thank you for listening to the happy world of 5FM. Stay safe and stay tuned to 5FM Radio. My name is Lance Sannie, Banda. Enjoy the rest of the evening.